Let's see. All the way to the left, it should be, and then you should have it there.
Oh, we got somebody in here. I can't read the lot. I can't read it. Hold on.
It's Daryl. Good morning, LOL. Justin in his orange fingernails.
Carmen said, "Hey, y'all." Carmen just finished a exam. Metal Art says I'm first. Hold on, let me change that.
Said what?
He's first.
Oh.
Somebody took my first place yesterday. It aggravated me a little bit. I took it back though. Oh, Carmen got an 84. Let's see. Here's the old man. Oh. Give me a second. I'll ask. Hey, Daddy. You get the message about the skid loader? Did you get the message about the skid loader? But from Daryl. I think, yeah, he said, did you get the message from him?
No, I have to look and see what it is.
Olivia's in here.
Hello, Olivia. Rawr.
Hold on, I want my first bag. That's stupid. Madison said hi.
Hello, Madison.
We already got 25 people in here. Welcome.
All right. Y'all know what I'm fixing to do?
Good.
Since my co-worker showed up when the guy was driving out.
I know. You might need to come pick me up tomorrow, and I'll take a vehicle from down here. Let's see. My bad, I forgot that I needed to read. Daryl says I'm first. Daryl said Carmen and me. Hey, Daryl. Carmen said I got an 84. Could have gotten better, but I'll take it. Wherever he went somewhere. I don't know. But Libby said roar. Daryl said ghostly. I said woman's here. Daryl said, oh wait, Madison, hi. Olivia says, yes I am Justin Bieber. Daryl said, Bobcat 863, a guy wants to trade for it. Hear that?
Trade what?
I'm guessing the skid loader. Olivia said, hi Matt. Daryl said, Maddie. Olivia said, hi Madison. Madison said hey to Daryl and Olivia. Daryl says, how's Randy doing?
I told him a little bit. He
Madison said he's good,
Likes
Daryl.
his accommodations, he just don't like being so far and not being at the shop.
Whoa, hold on. Olivia says, "Oh, Mac, did I tell you about Boggy caving in to my repetitive pleading on painting his truck?" He said, "You did." Then Madison says, "Doing good." And then Olivia said, "I'm so happy it isn't black Premier no more." What's wrong with black? That's the best looking thing on vehicles. And Paula said, "Hey, you guys."
Hello, Impala.
Daryl says Jay with the exclamation point. Jay says, "Hey, Olivia," and "Hey, Madison." BIC said Indy. Bic says Indy Projects.
Hey, little big Australian.
Olivia says, "Hey, Jay." Jay says Mac with 2 exclamation points. Ali
Hey,
Muhammad
Jay.
says, "How are you, my father?"
Muhammad.
Daryl says Bic. Jay says Bic. Matt says, "Hey, Jay." Muhammad said, "Good morning, my father." Bic says Art with a little finger thingamajigger. Lotus says hello. Lotus says, "Is that Timu Randy?" "I'm your daddy" with a capital D. Vic says chat. Daryl says Lotus. Jay says hello, Lotus. Lotus says, "What's up, Daryl?" Muhammad says, "I love you very much, my father." He's not in here, but I'll say that again for you. Olivia says primer, and it was gritty and just gross because it wasn't paint, it was primer. Got it. Richmond says, "What you cooking with?"
Steak?
I'm getting one, right?
Yeah, it's 2.
Good. Muhammad sent.
I don't know, it might be for workers.
Muhammad says, "I love you very much. I love you very much, Father." He said that a little bit ago. And he says, "Where are you, my brother?" I'm right behind the phone. I'm letting him cook. Lotus says, "What's up, Olivia?" Daryl says, "Be right back." Ping Bang Tan says, Let's make a big fat breakfast."
Yeah.
A little late for a breakfast, but bet that. Journey got everything. Said hi. Jay says steak with 2 fire emojis. Lotus says look like good steaks. I hope so. I'm hungry. Lotus says, "What up, Jay?" And steak and eggs. Wait, we have steak and eggs?
Well, I do have eggs, but I don't think I'm cooking them.
Okay, that's what I thought. Muhammad says, "My brother where?" Right there.
You talking about Randy, he's still at his in-laws.
Oh! He says, "I want my brother, please." He's at the in-laws. He's not here right now.
But Muhammad, you do realize that's my youngest boy.
He hasn't seen me. Well, he probably has seen me, but I haven't been in frame.
My oldest boy is on an airplane coming home.
Middle. Not oldest.
I mean, my middle boy, sorry.
He's coming home today?
Yep.
After 48 years? Jay says, "How is it going, Lotus?" Mama says, "I want my brother, please." Lotus says, "Going good. Rainy day, though." Matthew Schrader said, "Hi, Randy."
Hello, Matthew, he's still in the hospital. He had a wreck in Demolition Derby before Randy had his accident.
Muhammad sent 4 healing hearts, my brother. And then Olivia says, "So I sanded down all the primer and I'm going to blast it with heavy duty white primer and go over that with emerald green." Good Lord. With mica to give that metallic look with a gloss finish. I'm excited. Emerald green. What car is this on? That's the big question. Lotus says they stuck him in the barn and forgot about him. Now we have Timu Randy, better looking but kind of snippy. Yeah, I know. Madison says, "Yeah, I gotta go get him from the airport since we stole his car, lol." You gotta tell him to tell us about his car problems before I find out. Olivia says, "Hi, Lotus." Madison said, "Lol, Lotus." Lotus says, "What's up, Madison?" Olivia says, "It's a 1980 Jeep Gladiator, the one that looks like a truck, not a Jeep though. Oh, then if it's a Jeep, you can do whatever it looks like. It's not going to make it look much better. Imagine say, hey Lotus. Olivia says, search it up. I know what it looks
Justin
like.
likes Jeeps.
No, I don't. I can't say what I think about them because I'll get you canceled. Jay says, cool. Olivia. Matthew said, yep, I can barely move, but I'm getting better over time. But they also won't let me go because they know I will get back to track. I'll get back to the track. Facts. Hugh says, hello, Justin. Hello, Matthew. Olivia says, I love Jeeps. Well, the older Jeeps. That says enough about you.
Yeah.
Lotus says, say we're not Jeep fans. Yeah, we're not. I'm not. I don't know about that kid over there. Hugh says, hello, Impala. Twisted says, hello, everyone. What are we cooking?
I'd like to have one.
Yeah.
He's got a...
Jeeps are for
he's
douchebags.
He don't like it. I think a girl who used to like, a guy took him from her or something because he don't like Jeeps.
I'm used to it. The last girl got taken by about 14 dudes and never mind.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Twisted said, hello everyone, what are we cooking? We're cooking steak and I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm a little lazy. We're just cooking a steak today.
Hugh says, hello Olivia. Olivia says, go to hell. Not a way to talk to Hugh there, but I guess.
I think she's talking about you with the Jeep.
No. You said hello Olivia and she said go to hell. That's her. Rusted Moretto Garage said hi everyone.
Hello, Rusty.
Jay says Mr. Vic. Hugh says hello Lotus. Olivia says hi Grandpa Vic. Grandpa Vic says hello Madison. Rusted said hey to Impala. Impala said Twisted. Hugh said hi hello Ali. Twisted said ice cream.
Ice cream.
Jay said rusted. Lotus says Jeep equals rusted, bad suspicion, and tops that never sell. Seal. Facts. Hugh says hello Twisted. Rusted said Grandpa Vic. Twisted said Impala, waving emoji. How you doing, sir? Olivia says it's the good truck. Disagree. Madison said hey you. Lotus says I'll steak snap. True. Jay says tired but I'm doing great Twisted. Grandma says hi pops.
Hello, Grandma.
Jay says hope all is well with you Twisted. Grandma says hi Justin. Hi Grandma. Grandpa Hugh says that's what we used to do, cook 2-pound steaks and that's it. Twisted said Grandpa Vic, rusted metal and Lotus. Grandpa Vic said Hugh says lol. Lotus says what up Hugh. Hugh says hello rusted. Grandma says hi Madison and Angels and Twisted. Hugh says ice cream. Jay says hey Grandma. Madison says hey Grandma. Hugh says hi Lotus and Olivia. Olivia says Grandpa I didn't tell you to go to hell by the way. I was fighting Timu Justin Bieber over here. Justin Bieber, never mind, I can't say that. Twisted said I've had a day installing metal ceilings in the new building / shop. Rusty said Twisted. Lotus says hi Grandma. Grandma says hi Impala. Ghostly says, or Olivia says hi Grandma. Rusty said Grandma. Grandma said hi Rusty. Lotus said sup Rusty. Twisted said Ghostly and Grandma Vic. Rusty said Lotus. Hugh says no, not ice cream. It's ice cream. I'm not gonna cream. Robert says I like hot dog noodles. What is that?
Hot dog noodle?
Yeah, Olivia says, well, Otis, you have to think boggy, delete the... You gotta think boggy, delete the ugly from bad cars, and the Jeep comes from his chin. Hood, so keep bad-mouthing his truck and see if he don't fight you, lol. I'll keep bad-mouthing it. I got you, Lotus, I'll keep talking. Grandma said, hi, Robert. Olivia said, child. That's a lot of talk for somebody that's the same size as an Oompa Loompa. Robert says, cook noodles in the hot dog water. God, that's my arm. I'm getting backlash from that. And hot dog water. I don't know how that would taste. Twisted said, hello, Randy Jr. We know you are watching. Still praying for you for your speedy recovery. We miss you out there. Where's Randy at? Is he at the in-laws?
Yeah.
He's probably watching this. Well, no, he would be texting if he was watching.
I don't know. He says he watches it sometimes, but he can't. People around, he don't take. I don't know.
Yeah. Olivia says last part was for you, just for you, Justy. I actually go for Justina. Thank you very much. Aaron says hi. I think that's how you say it. Olivia says, and sorry, Lotus should have texted that better. Agreed. Grandma said, hey, Aaron. Madison said he might be asleep, lol. That's what I thought. Aaron says, hi, Grandma. Daryl says, I'm back. Olivia said, my bad, Justina, lol. Huh?
You want to see if that's good enough for you?
Yeah, hand me a knife. Let me move you guys because I'm hungry. Okay. Let me cut the steak first.
Want more?
That'll be fine. I think.
Sure.
I think so.
It's up to you.
I'll be aight. I'll eat it. Twisted said hey to Madison. Grandma said hi, Mick. Daryl said grandma. Twisted said Metal R. Daryl said how are you feeling? Lotus says not even Boggy can delete the ugly from a Jeep Gladiator. Sorry, brother. It can't be done. I agree with this guy. Madison says hey, Dennis. Daryl says Twisted. Boggy says so we're talking shit now. Yes. Grandma says a real bad headache. Madison said lol. Lotus says no matter how many ducks you put in it. Agreed. Those ducks are gay. Grandma says thank you for asking. Grandma says how about you, hon? Twisted says I'm starting to feel a little bit better about time. Grandma says hi, Boggy.
What side is the gas lid on the Jeep? Is the driver or passenger? We know if it's a man or a woman's Jeep.
I don't know. I think they're both gay. Grandma said hi, Boggy. Boggy says well, too late, Lotus, and now it's the one that looks like an actual truck, not the ugly mess they made now. They're both ugly, but Jay says Boggy. Daryl says sorry to hear that, FMA. I don't know what that means. I'm doing good, even getting my energy back. That's good. Boggy says hi, Grandma. Yo, Jay.
Left my ass off. Right?
No, it's FMA. I don't know what that means. Daryl says Boggy. Boggy says driver. Boggy says yo, Mac. Twisted says hey, everyone. Hit that like button. Agreed. Lotus says I'm sorry, Boggy. I hate the gladiators. Grandma says good to hear, Mac. Golly G. Daryl says the gladiator like the J10 through /20 trucks. Boggy says what the heck did I do to you, a-hole, both of you? Oh, nothing. I don't like Jeeps. Daryl says Grandma Madison said it's the first day of fall. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. I didn't even notice that. Daryl says not FMA. I don't know what that means. Grandma says he meant GMA. Got it. Boggy says I think it's a J10. Lotus says hey, I got nothing against you, Boggy. Twisted say I got dibs on the steak sitting there. You're gonna have to fight Daddy for that one. Lotus says you know that we all have cars we don't like. Daryl says I've had a few J10 and J1 J20. Love them trucks. Twisted says Boggy with the waving emoji. These guys are typing fast, tell you what. Ooh.
Somebody got the last Dr. Pepper out, didn't take the
God, why would Randy do that?
didn't take the box out, so I thought we had Dr. Pepper for you, but guess what? We did not. I might go out there and watch traffic. What do y'all think?
This is said, hey to Boggy. Big Boy Toy says, sup y'all. Pop, fist bump
Hello,
pop. Madison
hello.
says, it was definitely Randall. Agreed. Vic says, Vic family. Boggy says, my bad. I'll sell a childhood relic and go buy an ugly looking Ram then, lol. Might be a little bit better than a Jeep.
Same difference.
Big Boy Toy says, sup. Fish bump Lotus. Lotus says, now that's a steak knife. Jay says, sup, big boys. Grandma says, hi, big boys. Lotus says, sup, Carlo. God dang it.
Now Justin don't even like Hummers, y'all.
Hummers are ugly. I saw one driving up to Charlotte, and it was dripping oil on the dang exhaust, and it smelled like straight piss.
That ain't cause the Hummer's fault.
It's the Hummer's drivers. Bunch of idiots.
Jonathan, he don't mean that.
Yeah, I do.
No, he don't.
Twisted said plastic fork lol. Madison said 3 knife emojis.
Yeah, I've got a good fork around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at though.
Daryl says they were strong trucks and went through anything as long as if it wasn't quadratic. Grandma says hi big. Daryl says big. Big says sup Impala. Madison said hey Carlo. Daryl says Jay. Big Boy Toy says hey Grandma. Daryl says H1 is the only real Hummer.
Yes.
Bobby says I doubt it, son. I doubt a Jeep runs better than them ugly Rams.
Same thing. They're both Dodge.
Yeah, both gay. Lotus says, come on, Boggy. It's the difference between jumping off a building or getting hit by a bullet train. They both
But
suck.
then again, that is what Justin wrecked. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Big says, okay, I'm out. Stay safe, everyone. Chat to y'all soon.
See you, Big. Thanks for stopping in.
Big Boy Toy says, hello, Madison. Lotus says, don't hate me, Boggy. Madison says, have a good day. One Big. Metal Art says, later, Big. Daryl says, the real Jeeps are AMC.
Yeah, the old ones are AMC, yes.
The real Jeeps. Just, never mind.
Yeah, the hole gets deeper, Justin.
I know.
I know for y'all saying they ain't gonna ruin this steak, but I like ketchup.
Boggy said, I pick a building if that's a Jeep lol. Grandma says, have a good night, Big. God bless you. Carl says, can I get a plate?
Yes, sir. Come on.
You just have a plate, nothing else then.
Oh, wait a
Grandma
minute.
says,
Is that who Carl?
K-A-R-L.
Huh?
K-A-R-L.
Oh, I thought it might be the one that there was one that kept asking for. Every time he asked for to see the cars, something happens to the lot.
Madison says, y'all making me hungry. Daryl says the newer Jeeps went Mopar. This somebody's username I can't say said WTF. Grandpa Hugh says hello Carl. Rumple says hello to Grandma. Grandma says hi Rumple. Grandpa Hugh says hi. Hello Rumple. Boggy says wait. Is the J10 20 AMC? Lotus says cool Carlo. Rumple says hello to Madison. Grandma says hi Carl. Daryl says Hugh and Rumple. Hugh says hello big boys. Rumple says hello to Hugh. Metal Art says it is Boggy. Madison says hey Rumple. Hugh says hey hello Boggy. Rumple says hello to Metal Art. Big Boy says sup Hugh. Grandpa says hello Big. Katrina said hello. Boggy said hey Hugh. Hugh said ketchup on a steak. Yes, he's weird. Lotus says hey Kitty. Daryl says Katrina. Grandma says hey Katrina. Hugh says a grandpa hamburger is cheaper.
Regina's kidding.
Huh?
Regina is kidding.
I know, but I'm trying to catch up here. Boggy says, got to go give the answer to the rat. I have a customer and I'm slightly irritated about that.
See you, Boggy. Thanks for stopping in.
Rumple says, hello, Rumple. What?
Rumple said hello, Rumple?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
he did.
So he said hey to himself?
Hello, wave, Rumple, laughing emoji, laughing emoji.
Oh. Should read it.
Metal Art says, it is AMC Boggy. Kitty says, hey Boggy. Lotus says, sorry Boggy, I'll send you a duck to make you feel better. Rumple said 2 laughing emojis and a winking emoji. Katrina says, hey, Grandma Vic and Matt. Grandma says, have a good night, Boggy. God bless you. Kay says, hey, Lotus, what are you doing? You says, hello, Kitty.
Somebody comes in late, takes my seat, and gets the steak cooked for him.
You darn right. He said, Grandpa Vic.
These are a little bit higher than where I normally get them, but they're good.
Olivia said, Kay. I tell him I'm in the shop where we're just, Golly G says, Kay. I tell him I'm in the shop, we're just waiting on my primer. Rumple says, it's not Sunday, how come steak today? Because I'm here.
Well, I got a little bit of a head cold, and I figured I'd eat good. I don't eat good during the week, so I figured I'd just stop instead of getting something quick, fast food or something, I figured I'd just throw a steak on. I knew we only had 2 tires to put on. I was hoping Justin would be here a little bit earlier so he could help, but I think it made Hurley feel good. I wouldn't let him pick it up because he just had a pacemaker put in, and he can't pick up over 5 pounds. But I got him to balance him.
Rumble says, it's not Sunday, how come steak today? Daryl says, are you videoing Ghostly? Lotus says, I'll send him a Trump duck. Olivia says, Lotus, is it a rubber duck? Olivia says, no, but I'll take pictures for you, Matt. Kitty says, Ghostly with 7 Ys. Hugh says, he's not eating steak, it's ungrounded hamburger with ketchup. Daryl says, can't do that, Lotus. Those ducks are for the toy Jeeps, not real Jeeps. Lotus says, no, it's a real duck caught in the pond, dressed up like Trump. Jay says, hey, Katrina. Matt says, hey, Kitty. Hugh says, lol. Katrina said, hey, Jay. Hugh says, how is Junior doing? Kitty, hey, Madison. Olivia says, Kitty with God knows how many Ys. Grandma says, Olivia, did you shrink my picture, hon? I don't know. Kitty said, lol. Madison said he's good. Hugh just bored, lol. Rumble says, now I'm hungry. Hugh says, just dodging you, lol. Olivia says, did you give it a orange spray tan, lol?
You know what lol is, don't you?
Yeah, I thought
okay. I know I shouldn't be the one trying to tell you abbreviations.
Sweetie said, hello guys, Lotus is Jeep for toys. Grandpa Vic says that's good, he's gonna get to be bored for a while.
When I first got my 3D printer, I printed up a emblem to go on the... I'd show it to y'all sometime.
Grandma says, hey sweetie honey. Lotus says, yeah, hair dyed at orange. You says, Justin, read with feeling. It's better that way. I'm trying, man. Daryl says, lol. Carmen says, lol. Carmen says, I just whipped me up some broccoli cheddar soup. She is out of food, by the way.
Huh?
Carmen is out of food.
Oh.
I helped with that because I did eat 2 of her mac and cheeses. She no longer has mac and cheese. Grandma says, hi, Carmen. Hugh says, hello, Gator. Grandma says, hey, Gator. Madison said, yes, he is, Hugh. He's been playing his game, and I've been trying to get him out of the house as much as possible. Daryl says, went to the new phone today. That was a joke. 2 more days without one, but he had a Skyline. Heck yeah. You know what a Skyline is, Dad?
Nissan Skyline, yeah.
Okay, I just needed to make sure.
Huh?
I just needed to make sure. Grandma says, okay, Olivia, thank you. He says, unplug it, tell him the power is out. Madison said, hey, Carmen. Carmen said, yeah, Justin about ate all my food here, but he made it up with sushi, so I can't complain too much. That sushi about killed me. I've been on the bathroom 2 times today. 4 times yesterday.
Lax
says,
is a
hey,
lot
everyone.
cheaper.
Huh?
Lax is a lot cheaper.
I know. Gator said, hello, Vix and gang. Notice says
Hey,
Young
Gator.
Skyline. Madison said, them Hutchins boys will clear you out. Carmen. Gator says, tell Randy she said he sounded like an owl. Daryl says, sushi, gross.
Raw. That's the way I feel.
Lotus says, they may not know about the Skyline, not the car. Daryl says, Gator. Madison, hey, gang. Olivia said, Skyline is not my car. You like Jeep, so I don't like your opinion.
You rile her up quick.
Fine, I pissed off Carmen the other night. It was pretty funny.
Oh, hell. You?
I know, right? It's pretty hard to believe. Madison said, hey, Gator. Gator said, hey, Metal, how's it going? Captain Bucky said, meow. Gator said, hi, Madison. Daryl says, doing good, bud. Olivia says, I like Toyota better, though. Grandma said, hi, Captain. Daryl says, Bucky. Lotus said, I would love Skyline. I saw a Skyline driving to Charlotte the other day. Golly. Excuse me. Glad you guys aren't eating.
I'd say it's pretty good steak. Cooked up real good, too.
Notice says, hey, Bucky. Daryl says, I like Gold Star better, but Skylight is in Troy. I don't know what that's Troy. I don't know what that means. Olivia says, Jeeps are kind of sentimental, but impractical, no offense. They're sentimental if you have a Jeep. If you don't have a Jeep, it's just gay. Hush, hush, hush. Daryl says, Gold Star in Cincinnati.
You got to remember, everybody's got opinions. Everybody likes different things.
Somebody good, I think, says, how many gallons does it take to fill that belly up? I don't know. I want to find out. Gator says, I got a rare Jeep. Captain Bucky says, hang out by the fire roasting some marshmallows. Grandma said, hello, Mike. Lotus says, I like Toyota too, but Nissan beat them out every year. Racing the Skylines just perform better than the Super. Grandma said, hi, good.
Man, y'all make fun of my belly. It does look pretty big there, don't it? Let me turn around a little bit.
Oh, look at that. You got me a drink. How nice of you. Tell you what. Got me Jeep.
Have my steak. And my salad.
Thank you. Lotus says the Super is a legend. Love them. Jay says Gator with the exclamation point. Daryl says the premiere is 38 minutes long tonight. Gator says, Jay, hey bro, how you doing? Captain Buggy says the younger peanut gallery, slow down.
I still got to watch it, Daryl. I haven't watched the premiere. I mean the members only yet. It just seems like I'm running wide open. I don't have time to turn it on. But I will watch it.
Lotus says Nissan had their crap together when they developed the Skyline. They ruled it for a decade. Olivia says, and yet the R34 chicken up to Boggy's Shelby, so there's a little vicious. I mean, the R34 is more for drifting, unless if you make it for racing. I mean, and a Shelby's a little bit different. Shelby's, they only have one. No, they have two uses. It's either they go fast or they go into a ditch. One or two.
How about going in the ditch fast?
They don't do that. They can't do that. You know why? They don't grab traction. This is going sideways,
They
real
say it's
slow.
got something to do with the steering, but I don't know.
I don't know. They're real pissy. Hey, you want this fat?
I do not. I'm full. I really didn't want all my food, but I wasn't going to put it up. I mean, that was good, real good.
Kitty said, Jay, how are you? Gator says, everyone type as fast as you can. Let's see if the youngins can keep up with LMAO times 2. Joe said, all good. It's just, I'm the same way. Lotus says, there's plenty of R32s. The world would destroy those Shelby, new Shelby. CC, you get to work. Jay says,
Come on out here. You done eating?
Huh?
You done eating?
I ain't eating the fat. I don't like fat.
Oh, the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
You want me to read or you got it?
I got it.
Oh, good Lord.
Hot dog. You dirty whore. Jay says I'm doing good, Kitty, and thanks for asking. I hope all is well with you. Captain Bucky says don't go get cocky with me, younger peanut gallery. I'll pick you up in the cruiser, lol. Just kidding. Daryl says you're about ready for paint, Jay. Big Boy Toys says Lotus Turbo Wars. Olivia says, but the Shelby shows her dominance. She's the one in the bed, lol. The ditch, not the bed. The Rhythm says hit the road, dude. Why? Lotus says challenge accepted. Bucky, come get me. He likes handcuffs. Be careful. Grandma says hi, Rhythm. I think. Oh, hi, Rhythm. Daryl says, did you check out the SS yet, sir? No, not yet.
I did not. I pulled it in yesterday and didn't do absolutely nothing to it. By the time I pulled it in, Hurley pulled in and we just talked about it. I'm about sure it's a coil pack. It's a lot easier to work on the coil pack when Randy jumps up there and does it.
Jay says, yes, sir, Mac. Rhythm says, sup. Olivia says, nope, Boggy knows how to drive. They all know how to drive until they end up in the ditch when they try to do something cool. Hugh says, hello, Rhythm. Little McGay's YouTube says, hi from Ireland.
Ireland! Oh, you got a few things to hunt down up on the world map.
Alright. Lotus says, yeah, but there's R32s doing low 6s, quarter miles. Captain Bucky says, yeah, throwing me under the bus tonight. Hugh says it's easier when anyone else does it. Rhythm says, what state y'all in? North Carolina. Hugh says, hello, Bucky. Lotus says, and that's different than any other night. Grandma says, hi, little McGay's. McGay's? Oh, that's his name. Never mind. McKay's? Or how do you say that? I don't know if this is lagging. I'm not going to lie to you. Is it lagging, guys? Or are you enjoying the show? I mean, even if it is lagging, we ain't moving. No, it's not lagging.
We're going to have to try to make a load this weekend and take a motor and stuff up to Randy, see if he can work on it next week.
Rhythm says, do you know a Richard Bradham? No. I know a Richard. Olivia says, let's be fair, Lotus. She hasn't been drug tested since she was pulled out of retirement. Where did we get to there?
Who said that?
Olivia. Who's been drug tested? Who hasn't been drug tested?
I don't know. I wouldn't follow him.
No, Bugging doesn't have a job. There says, yeah, but the Arco's been... I don't know.
That was a good steak. Put 2 tires on. Got a steak cooked. Yeah, pretty good. Enjoying it live with a bunch of nice, good people. Let's see, we're showing...
oh, she said jag, not drug.
Oh. We're showing 25 people and 16 likes. Really? Come on, people.
Gator said, what y'all like for seafood? Sushi. Olivia said the Shelby, and I said drag. Lotus says, I know Boggy is fast and a good driver, but the car isn't set up for that. Hugh says, we know a Richard B from Norway. And Captain B said, like I said, y'all the best part of my day, even when I'm having a bad day. I hop on here and y'all make my day.
We try to. We try to make everything positive. Positivity.
Metal Art says seafood, that's an easy answer. Daryl says none. Lotus says He can make it do that, I'm sure. You says, hit that like button, peeps. Gator says, really, Mac? None of it. Olivia says, yeah, he's setting it up for what now? Street racing. Street racing? That's illegal.
I don't eat, I used to love popcorn shrimp. I can't eat it now, but I do like flounder. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know. There's something about you and orange fingernails. As much as I
It's
like
gay.
orange, but I just don't know much about that.
I don't either, tell you what. Gator says, oh wait, Daryl says deep fried shrimp, that's about it. He said popcorn. Gator says, okay, no fish though, no grouper. I don't know what that is. Grouper. Oh. Child of God says, I battle real spiritual. I battle real spiritual beings. They torment me, and all I have is the Bible, and I feel better.
Read the Bible and
Repent.
remember, all them things are in your head, so let them go. Be like Frozen. Let them go.
Richard B says, rhythm, why are you asking about me? And Captain Bucky says, I really appreciate it, y'all. Excuse me. Carmen says, crappy, 100%.
Is that yours? Crappy. Yeah, crappy's good.
She had me eating some random, ow. Almost made me say a wordy there, tell you what. Grandma says, hi, Richard B. Hugh said, hello, child. Olivia says, nobody asked. Timu, off-brand, Justin Bieber. Timu and off-brand is the same thing. You're just adding in extra things, woman. Lotus says,
don't call her woman. She liable to read it the wrong way.
She actually answered earlier. Daddy Longlegs. Lotus says, I would guess boggy mid-high sevens, very fast, but it takes a lot to break
Did you mess
seven.
up the spider web?
I don't know.
There's a big old spider there.
I don't know.
For 2 days, I've left him alone.
Grandma said, hello, hi, child of God. Daryl says, bass, crappy, salmon, bluegill. Yeah, that's the ticket. Child of God says, what's going on, Grandma Big? Gator says, Carmen. Oh, you spelled Carmen wrong. Glad we helped. Said Carmen, I like that also. Lotus says, glad we helped. Bucky. Carmen says, I still can't get Justin to eat squid. I'm not eating squid.
I don't blame him.
Captain Buggy says, oh, we found her, by the way.
Oh, really? Cool.
Okay.
The missing person.
Oh,
Was she alive?
I hope so. Grandma says, not much. Not much. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Richard B said, Grandma Vic with a waving emoji. Olivia says, at least I'm not a little boy, little boy. What's little about me? My pinky toe, maybe. Peace. Child of God says, you can't let go of demons. They attack you and they hide in your mind, making you make choices you didn't know you were making. Agreed. Gator said sorry. Captain Bucky says yes. Daryl says Justin is smart then. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, I am smart. Hugh says
I gotta read it twice to see if I'm smart.
Hugh says I ain't eating slimy floaters either. Agreed. Olivia says your age. I want to beat a woman. I'm kidding. Gator says child of God. If you truly believe, they can't
But
touch
3
you.
years difference between y'all two.
I know. Stupid woman. Daryl says squid would be like eating a hockey from what it looks. Hickey. Hickey? What? H-O-C. There's a different word for that. I thought we said something. Loogie.
Loogie.
Richard B says, Grandma Vic, hi. Hugh said, hello, Richard B. Hugh said, if you believe for real, you are safe. Carmen says, as long as it's prepared right, it's amazing, I promise y'all. She's weird. She needs some weird stuff. Olivia says, I'm going to commit a felony. I bet you are, woman. Carol said, Hawker. Wrong.
Don't
Olivia
you make
said,
all my people mad now.
That's
You're
my
supposed to be
job.
helping me out with these lives, not trying to make everybody mad.
That's my job. Olivia said call it assault.
You gotta give these tiny people. You gotta give them their way, and you can't be mean to them.
I don't even let Carmen get her way, and she's small. Grandma says this is not a channel for this, but you can join my channel where we speak about God, or Hugh Vick's channel. Daryl says don't buy a Ford, Ghostly. Lotus says working on a Jeep should be a felony. Hugh says they say that garbage about beef liver too, and it's a lie. Beef liver?
I ain't eating no damn beef liver. I'm not eating no liver, period. That stuff just looks disgusting.
Yeah.
Same way with squid. I'm not eating that mess either.
Kitty says, hey Richard. Carmen says Fords are gay. Kitty says, I like Chevy. See?
They the next best thing to a Jeep. Fords.
Lotus says Liver King. You know that guy's in jail?
Who?
Liver King.
Who's Liver King?
This guy that like says he said at first he was all natural on his lifting stuff, and that he slept on like a wooden bed, not a normal bed. But it turns out he spent like $16,000 a month on steroids, and then he wanted to go fight Dana White, and now he's in jail for like 12 years. Jay says, yes, Chevy Kitty. Tony says, hey folks, hope is all is well.
Who did?
Tony.
Hello, Tony.
You said hello, Tony. Daryl says like a tongue gross.
Yeah, I don't think I'm eating no tongue neither.
True. Jay says Tony. Grandma said hi, Tony. Lotus says fake steroid guy. See, he knows.
I don't get into a bunch of TV crap.
Hugh
it's gotta
says
be YouTube stuff.
Yes, YouTube.
I'm talking about us.
Oh. Hugh says Liver King is a Roy dork. Hugh says I don't want to be tasted as I taste my food.
Yeah, no shit.
Kitty said yeah.
It's about
yeah,
like
yeah.
the Lion King.
Yeah. Lotus says no. He wanted to fight Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
He was gonna lose that. Golly gee, what an idiot. Daryl says Tony. Jay says got a lot of sanding to do. Matt, glad I've been watching you guys. Lol. Hugh says right, Lotus. Olivia says don't even like Ford minus the Shelby, but I barely like it because I'm not a muscle car person. I'm an import girl. Olivia.
Oh.
Import girl.
She likes the Skylines and stuff like that.
She says she didn't like.
She likes Supra. That's what she likes.
I bet she likes the newer Supras. You BMW faker.
She likes the Supras and Subarus, I believe.
Subarus?
Subaru.
That says enough.
I think she's got a Subaru. Don't you have a Subaru, Olivia?
Lotus says suicide by Rogan. Hugh says it was propaganda. Hugh says I'd rather have a Ford before a Jeep. Kitty says I don't like Ford. Hugh says that long LMAFO at Lotus. Big Boy Toy says I paid $100 Australian delivered for 5 liters of 20% nitro fuel. Tony says I like Ford fine. I'm a Jeep Toyota / Jeep guy though. Douchebag. Tony,
don't you call my people douchebags. He didn't mean it. He's playing. Shut up.
Lotus says nice. Daryl says Turner. Low fart can warrior. Lotus says nitro for a bit. Olivia says ew, heck no, not the new Supra. That's a curse to humanity. She spelled it wrong, bro. Olivia says, and yes, I have a 1955 Subaru Impreza.
1955?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Cool. I didn't know they made them then.
I didn't know they accepted gays back then. Hugh says, really? I like anything cool. Tony says, lol. Hugh says, the long LMFAO at Randy. Lotus says, there goes Timu Randy again.
I like this.
She said 95, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't know they made them back then, but hey.
Daryl says they made Turners back then. Tuners? Tuners. Tuners, got it. I don't know. She said 95, not 55. We understand. You gotta let them type their things out. Hey there, woman.
Quit being mean to my people now. This is my people. This is my people.
Oh, I'm gonna get you in trouble here in a second on accident.
What time is it?
Tony said I don't know, sometime or another, 1918. Tony says had a 2012 WRX, but all Supras are for weirdos.
I forgot I got the damn.
Daryl says 4 bangers with a fart can just don't impress me much. Lotus says, yeah, get the gel blaster out, Randy. Teach Timu a lesson. Hugh says, those are my peeps, homie. Get it right. Excuse me. That's what times 2. Lotus says, watch out, I think he is. Nah, I'll be aight. J87 said hi. What up, J87? It's just me for right this second. You says hello, J87. Kitty said hi, J87. You guys liking the cars passing? I know, they're cool. J87 said, hey kitty, meow. Big Boy Toy says, yo, 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 I'm down with the B words. Lol. I'm not. My girl only beats me. Olivia says, at least I'm not a Honda loving tiny dong over compensating with oversized exhaust and a straight pipe, unlike Timu Justin Bieber. Guys, we don't own a Honda, just so you know. Karma says, I do not. Everyone knows I don't. Yes, she does. J7 says, hi, Ghost. J7 says, getting down with the sickness. Lol. Richard B says, Big Boy Toys RC, hi. Olivia says, hi, J7. Big Boy Toys says, sup. Fist bump, Richard B. J7 says, how was college today, sweetheart? I guess you guys were right. Listen here, woman.
Somebody say get the gel blaster out for you.
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what. Ooh, that one hurt. That one got my ankle, tell you what. Well, yeah, you got that one good. Tony says the Hondas can be fast, but not my scene. Olivia says you still a poor kid overcompensating. You darn right. Lotus says yeah. Better get this Olivia girl. She's trying to talk about my pecker. I'm Batman said what's up.
Batman.
It's made me feel real uncomfortable. I'm about to file no contact. Ooh, that one stunk. You got me right on the, what was it called? It's not Achilles because that's the front. J7, how are you, Kitty? J7's in here, by the way.
He started talking about playing the game yet?
Not that I know of.
Him and he likes playing the game with Olivia and Kitty.
Listen here, woman. Olivia says you started it, you a-hole. I didn't start nothing.
You can't talk about things Olivia likes. She's a very sensitive person.
I noticed.
You have to kind of just let her have her way because she's very sensitive.
Tony says that's a 25 series on the left. Yeah, no, on the left it's 1500.
It's just 4-wheel drive. The one on the right is a 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
The one on the left's 4.8. The one on the right's a 6-cylinder.
Because I have a bigger engine than he does.
It's a 6-cylinder. That's a V8.
What a loser. Big Boy Toy says, y'all wish me luck. I'm going to the hospital today to see my endocrinologist.
Good luck, Carlo.
Good Lord. Oh, I skipped a few. My bad. Katrina said, or Kitty said J87, I'm okay. J87 said, who upset Ghostly again? Every time I join it, it seems like she's in an
She gets
angry mood.
upset very easily.
I know, it's pretty funny.
And Justin talked about Jeeps, and she don't like that.
She's just too proud to say that they're gay. Kitty said, Richard, what's up? Lotus said, she's Italian. J87 said, Kitty, you still playing? you got them on it. Big Boy Toy said, what are they playing? You know?
I don't know. It's
what are y'all
a free
playing?
game.
Oh, is it skate? They're playing skate for sure.
I don't know. Ask him. J7, what game y'all playing? Justin plays games.
Every once in a while. Lotus says, very feisty. Olivia says, this time Timu Justin. It's every time. She's always pissed.
Yeah, Olivia says, no, I don't. I do not. Do not say that.
Lotus says, very tiny. Grandma says, hi, Jake. Olivia says, shut up, Tiny Turbo. You're not helping. Richard says, Katrina. Lotus says, good luck. J87 said, hi, Grandma. Tony says, I like RCSB trucks. Big Boy Toy says, thanks, Lotus. Lotus says, I think she hangry at snack time. Olivia says, you're gay.
On the top shelf.
In fact, she can't reach them. Better start climbing. Lotus says, I think she's hangry stacks. Snack time. Olivia says, you're gay. JF7 says, Ghost loves Jeeps. Oh my God, she talks about them every day. LMAO. Agreed. Olivia says, no, I don't. She said, again, Blood Strike. JF7, no, it's Blood Strike. Is that on console? JF7, I'm not gay. You not about to accuse me of being gay. LMAO. Olivia says, no, not you, JH7. Look at that. She's catching strays. See, she's being mean to everyone. She said,
you get her riled up, she will. She's not.
I know. She said something about
Hugh
earlier.
She's not prejudiced. She will give everybody hell.
I know. She said F you to Hugh earlier. She's just mad. J7 said LMAO. Oh, I'm sorry, LOL. I'm the nicest person you've ever met. Tony says, anyone that plays video games playing Borderlands 4? I'm too poor to buy it right now. You want to buy one?
No.
With a try. Olivia says, no, it's on computer and mobile, and I don't care. I can't play on computer. I'm not smart enough. J7 said somebody needs soap in the mouth, aka Ghost. Agreed. Olivia says Tony, yes, with 17 S's.
Yes.
Sounds like she's obsessed. Golly gee. Ooh. Lotus saying play Assassin's Creed Shadow New DLC. Yeah, got that one good, didn't I, bold man?
That's all
right. I would say if they play on Siege, but I don't want to play PC lobbies. Those things are annoying.
I'm an adult. It just takes me years to catch up on my height.
Facts. I would say start taking steroids, but
I'm playing Olivia.
Kitty says so. Rank up. J87. J87 said Ghost. Lotus says, can you say short? Facts. Olivia says I played stage. I'm guessing she's saying Siege. I played Siege before, but it's more Boggy's game though. I'll carry you in Siege. J7 said I'm playing with you, Kitty and Ghost. I don't know. They need to play skate. I'll play skate any day. Skate's pretty fun. I was playing it before coming up here, and you know.
Go to hell.
Bark, woman. J7 saying I'm playing with you, Kitty.
Now, Olivia.
Olivia says he don't like you, lol. He likes me. Tony says only video game I play comes out every 5 or 6 years, and I'll play the crap out of it to get the platinum trophy. I'm done playing video games to the next one. I don't know if that is.
I don't know what, but keep your eye on the time. Don't go over 8 o'clock.
Alright. Lotus says got a first class ticket already, Olivia. Kitty says, hey Tony. Hugh says having an awesome night, everyone.
You see you, Hugh. Thanks for stopping in.
Excuse me. Daryl says, see you, Hugh. Listen here, woman. Hugh says, gotta run. I have things to get done. God bless everyone. Tony says, all right, Hugh, take care.
let's see, it's Carmen and the other one was Carson, something like that. Carson's the one that was wanting to look at the cars.
Oh, I thought you said Carmen.
I think I was saying it, Randy said I was saying it wrong.
Oh, yeah. Boggy said maybe if it was a cold day and you talk trash about a gift I've had since I was 4. He likes me. J87 said kitty meow lol. Kitty says J87 meow. J87 said hey Boggy tail ghost to stop running her mouth. LMAO.
What time is it in the phone?
Oh, you got 32 minutes. I'm guessing it's 1928. Daryl says Boggy video the paint on the J10. J87 kitty weather report and ghost weather report. Are you sure? Never mind. Okay, Boggy says, oh, Olivia, because I'll go for it, kiddo. I'll literally give you stuff for it. Get you stuff for it. Lotus says, Boggy, really not trying to upset you. Just don't like Jeeps in any form. It's cool for you, just not for me. Boggy says,
Justin don't like Jeeps. I like them. I mean, I've never owned one. I wouldn't mind having one. We were going to buy a CJ5 one time, but the steering wheel's too close to the seat. And then, which I like the Hummers. Justin does not, but I do want to drive an H1 at some point. You know, I've drove an H2. I don't care nothing for the H3. That ain't nothing but S10 Blazer, if you ask me. But I wouldn't mind having a Jeep with big wheels and tires on it. I'm not putting no damn ducks on it, but...
Boggy says, I understand your point of view, Lotus. Justin says Jeeps are overrated. You're much more safer in a Hummer than you are in no-door Jeep in an accident. Olivia says, hee, thank you, brother. Oh, Guardian. I don't know if they put it for you. Good job. Yeah, I got you. Oh, wait. Here you go. You ready? Dang, you missed every one. J87 said, Ghost, you kicked my butt yesterday in Bloodstrike. That girl don't mess around when it comes to FPS games. Oh, if it wasn't on, what is it? PC, I'd probably play it. I just can't get good at PC games. Every FAS game I play, I'm good at, it's just not on PC. Ouch. Daryl says, J10 is a truck, you keep the doors on them and they have style. Katie says, oh boy, J87. Libby says, it's on mobile. I don't have my phone on me. Lotus says, turn the camera to the action. Got you, bro.
Shooting the cans.
I got you. If you throw one up, I might shoot it. I don't know, though. J87 says, oh boy, what kitty hisses, lol. Olivia says as well. I mean, I might get it. I don't know. Katrina is Kitty's laughing. Olivia says, oh Mac, no video, just pictures. So I'm not being recording because I'm painting it. Olivia, Lotus says you can get PlayStation controllers for PC. I got a Pro controller. You would think that would work, but I highly doubt it, honestly. I don't know how to aim this thing.
You ain't got it on, do you?
Not even close.
Down here at the bottom.
I forgot how to use these things. Just not very accurate, but you can do it.
Y'all can't even hear me miss the can with that tractor trailer.
I should have brought the BB gun. Well, I don't think we could show the BB guns on now. It actually looks like a real gun.
I don't even know if y'all can see the little dirt flying up. Randy likes it when I shoot him.
Olivia says, and Magno video on Japan. Lotus says you can play, yeah. And Olivia says, or Xbox on Bluetooth. I'm on PlayStation. I'll have to figure it out. The only PC we got though is up here. J87 says, Kitty, you are amazing, and so are you, Ghost. J87 said it rained here a lot this evening. J8 says it sounds like a Nerf gun. Kitty says, Bessie, so J87 meaning to me, lol, I'm kidding. Kitty says, mine is rain here. J7 says, well, we technically are besties since we talk every day on there, lol. Olivia says, PlayStation 4, 5, and the Xbox One Project S and S/X are Bluetooth compatible. I know they are, just I don't have a PC at my house. Kitty says Ghost is
He's
my
got one
bestie.
up here. He just don't come up here that much. Maybe he can start coming up here.
If you guys get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, you should download For Honor.
Who? Oh,
yeah, these guys listening.
Randy's game's here.
Randy would not like For Honor. I mean, he likes, it's a fighting game, but it's annoying.
Woo! Woo!
No. J87 says, Ghost, are you supposed to be receiving rain? Lotus says, I have Logitech G710. Olivia says, yup. J87 says, am I your second bestie, lol? And then J87 says, you like thunderstorms, Ghost? Rain's fun. Not driving in it though, it's a little iffy.
Cheers.
It shoots straight and then it doesn't shoot straight.
Yeah, it's the difference in the bullets. Olivia says she loves thunderstorms. Kitty says, LOL, second bestie. J7, keep word second bestie, Kitty, meow. Olivia says they help me sleep. I love to sleep in the thunderstorm. Do I hear a BB gun in the background? Nope, it's a gel blaster. If you're watching my videos, gel blaster!
That's the first video Carmen saw of me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Olivia says, dang, I'm more accurate than you are, lol. I dare you to try it with one of these things. They just do not shoot straight.
I told you, she's very sensitive. Tell her she's right. She's
yeah, you right, woman.
She's very accurate. She's a lot better at it than you.
Now we're just throwing fibs out there. J87 says, I get a little freaked out with thunderstorms, lol. I don't really care as long as they don't trip my powder.
I like them. Boy, I could sleep good.
Olivia says, bet I'm able to hit my brother with the
when the thunder
Mossberg
rolls.
500.
When the thunder rolls and shakes the house, yeah, I like it.
I know
and the lightning strikes. I think they made a song out of it.
Can you show this without getting banned?
Huh?
You can show this without getting banned.
I guess.
So here, let me show you here, woman. You can't really aim it because once you look down it, that's all you see is that big old fat little thing in the way. So you're just guessing.
You have to go by where the first bullet lands.
Yeah, like you're guessing where it goes. Right?
You do better when you don't look.
Kitty says, where Boggy? J87 said, is a Mossberg 500 a real thing? Maybe
Yes.
says slat rounds and rubber, by the way. J87 says, Garth Brooks with the Thunder Rolls. Kitty says cool gun. Olivia says he is talking to his niece. Daryl says rainstorm with a tin roof, sleep good.
Yes.
Journey got everything. Orby's gun. Kitty says, oh, J7 says, bro, that's a gun out of GTA 6 amazing gun mod, lol. I'm saving up, not for the game, but everybody that texts me on PlayStation where they say a cuss word, I'm saving it up where as soon as GTA 6 comes out, I'm going to report them and get them banned.
What the heck? You bum.
It's not my fault they cussed. Olivia says there is a thing called hip fire loser. Did you see me miss right there, woman? No.
He said woman in a nice way. Don't read it wrong.
She ain't reading it, she's listening. Jade said, what did you say again? So every time someone swears, you're gonna report them and get them banned? When GTA 6 comes out, so they have a few more months enjoying it. Olivia says, imagine being that petty. Yeah, I know.
I think he's playing.
My bad, bro. He didn't like that.
Yeah, he didn't. He's sitting there.
He's twerking. He's giving me a show.
He's gonna jump on you in a minute.
Johnny says, we racing again today, Randy, all this week at the Hillsdale FI Fair.
I think Journey is Matthew's daughter, I think.
Who's Matthew?
Matthew's one I told you wrecked the car. He's in the hospital.
J7, oh good, a few more months to F around and then get them self-karma in their butt, lol. Exactly. I'm an instigator. I text them first to get them to cuss at me, and I'll win. Ouch, that's my ankle. I enjoy 400 though. God. Nathaniel got texted, like, when Nathaniel had his settings on, I didn't know he had his settings on. I got him, he turned them off now so he gets texts. So they texted me because they couldn't text Nathaniel and they started talking trash to me. I joined their party. God, I felt bad because it sounded like 14-year-olds. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to enjoy my time and talk trash. So, J87, oh no, Journey says, yes, I am Journey Schreider.
Yes, see.
I can't say that last name, I'm sorry. J7, what's your name, dude? You're funny and amazing. Me? I don't know. Olivia says, you are a troll. It's not my fault they cuss. They should know better. Kitty says, J7, bad boy. Olivia says, you pops, I don't want to play with trolls no more. J7 says, who's the bad kitty meow? Yes, you. Journey said, Schrader.
Schrader.
Got
it.
it.
Schrader valve.
Got it.
You know what a Schrader valve is, right?
Oh, J7 says, yes, you. My name's Justin. I don't know if you're asking about my PlayStation name there.
What? You know what a Schrader valve is? It's what we're taking out of the valve stems.
Yeah.
To let air out.
Olivia says, okay, freaky with a question mark. What? Oh, bad kitty. That's what she's talking about. J7 says, oh, Justin, amazing dude. Yeah. Thank you. Before I get in trouble with the bald man. Please says, not me, lol. You know what I used to do in, wait, it was Siege? No. There was some other game where I could talk to the other team. Every time I beat them, I'd go in the game chat and I'd go, Hawk, K, call me a good boy. Hawk, K, I'm a good boy. I win it. I mean, even if I lose, I win the argument. J7, oh, Justin, amazing dude. Kitty says, not me, lol. Katrina also said, Justin is cool guy. J7 said, sorry, Ghost and Kitty. I hope the freaky with the eyes is just for fun. Jane says, hey, everyone.
Hello, Jane.
Daryl says, Jane. J7 said, hey, Jane. Journey says, my last name is hard one I know. Oh, I know. It's okay. People spell our name wrong all the time. Olivia says, no, he isn't. He is a blank, 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 blank.
Told you, you can't get these sensitive people. You can't get them riled up.
Well,
Don't
and
mess
if
up.
you breathe too hard, they get riled up.
Don't mess up my life. I got good people in here.
Schrader Racing said hello. Jane says looks like it's J7 Cat, Olivia, and Justin Shallow.
Schrader Racing is the team that he races for. That's the people that's. So
Where'd you race at?
You got like 3 different people, same family.
Jane said hi Daryl. Olivia said hi Jane. J7 said and ... blank. Kitty says hi Jane. Jane says hi. Hey Schraders. Daryl says tuned into game show. Jane. Kitty says oh really Bessie. Jane says hi Journey. Schrader says we race everywhere. Bet that. Jane says right Daryl with all caps except for Daryl. We have 16 minutes left.
Yep.
Oh, what the world? Oh no. Oh man, I can't be lazy with this thing. Tell you what. Oh, what the man? Hot dog.
Magnet.
I'll bet that. Olivia says, what do you mean it's my live? What's yours is man and what's mine is... What? What do you mean it's my live? What's yours is man and what's mine is mine? You spelled mine wrong, by the way. Oh. Speak for yourself. J87 said, yo, Justin, if you do a live stream sometime this week, would you tune in? If you do it, I'll go to your channel after this and I'll subscribe and turn my notifications on. Depends on what time you do it. I'll try to. Jane said tuned into game show. Trader said this is not Journey, this is Journey and Matthew. Schrader Racing said team. Jane says J7 Wire live streaming 15 seconds. Lotus says 16 minutes. Burnout Woo. Daryl says gonna go smoke before premiere. Olivia says what's...
See you, Daryl.
Olivia says what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. She spelled and wrong, by the way. J87, alright, sounds good. What's your availability or times? Just curious. Honestly.
When he's awake.
Yeah.
He stays up pretty much all night.
I tried to fix my sleep schedule the other night. But then Carmen wanted to go fishing at 12 at night. And she called her friend and we were on the phone with him until like 2:30. And we didn't catch no fishes because we fished for like 30 minutes. And then a couple went right there where we're fishing and they're all cuddled up. I'm like, hey man, you're making this really awkward.
What's your channel, Justin? I'm a sub.
Let me grab my phone. Hold on.
This is Rebecca, Ryan, Jack, Larry, Star, and Journey. Hello, Schrader Racing. Jane says, hey Justin, don't point out spelling errors. You said tune instead of tuned twice. Yeah, see, there Jane getting on you. I told you, you can't call stuff out.
Yes, I can.
See, she told you not to. Look, read. See?
Listen, don't point out spelling errors. You've said tuned
instead of tuner
twice.
Twice.
You said it wrong too, bald man. Olivia says, shut up, Justina. That's why you're a girly boy. At least I got a girl.
Justin said, this one.
Yeah. Oh, look, leaves.
Jane says,
turned. That's an R. Oh, I got a Facebook notification. Hubby birthday love. All right, cool.
J7 said thanks.
J7 said thanks. Olivia says, Bish, I am a woman. Are you sure? Some people's really... Put that down, tell you what.
I wasn't going to do nothing.
You lying.
I wasn't.
For sure. Yeah, I got you.
I hit that tree over there. Big old car comes by and hit the car.
She said, Schrader Racing says, do you even know what kind of racing we do? I don't personally. He might.
Derby.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's how he got hurt. That's how.
That makes a lot more sense.
Hurt. And that's what his daughter races his car.
Well, let me fix that. Hold on.
And they do figure 8 demolition derby. He says
I can't find your channel. You should be able to just click on it.
You can click on his and go.
About that. Oh, channel activity.
Yeah, you can go to channel.
About that. Got it. And I'll put your notifications on too. 54 to Roblox. Okay, Roblox, Monster Jam Grave Digger. Oh, cool.
Let's see. Yep, we get hurt a lot, said Schrader Racing. Kitty said, yeah, be positive. Lotus said, it looks like chicken, tastes like chicken,
it feels like chicken.
Says beef is beef.
Jane says, Justin, did you trim your beard? Yeah, I did. J87 said, I can't click on it. It says block or report. I subscribe to you, so you should check your, like, if you check your subscriber list, I'll be on it now.
Is that Joanne?
Jonas.
Jonas says hi. Hello, Jonas.
Jonas. J87, okay, thanks. Sometimes my phone messes up, like the...
He's got one of them gay iPhones, too.
Yeah. You know, Carmen has a Samsung, and she got notified about your live after it ended. Boggy says...
She's got delay notifications on.
Yeah, apparently so. Boggy says, Justin, don't play the Needin game with her. She had an entire high school wanting a piece of her. I don't know how many fights I had to fight over the fact someone said, look at her. JF7 said LMAO. Boggy says, or made sexual expression comments. That's just weird.
Not tonight. It was right on time. See?
Yeah. I told her it starts at 6, and she keeps forgetting. And you know why she said it was right on time? Because she said after I finish this exam, she'll join.
Oh. So we were late today. I had to put on a set of tires by myself. Somebody didn't get here in time.
Not my fault. Starboy says, I'm a knight and I love you all. Love you too, Starboy.
Thank you, Starboy.
7 says, just make sure to comment and like the video. I will make you a mod even if you are not there all the time. At least you are one. Comment on.
It don't matter. Just make a comment.
Okay. Nope.
Let's see. Poggy says, dude, it wasn't even funny.
No, I'm not saying the jokes are funny. I don't agree with people saying that. This is weird.
Not near as weird as me watching my son type on a gay iPhone with painted orange fingernails.
See, they don't know that. They haven't seen my fingernails. It's facing the other way, stupid.
Look at them fingernails.
Yeah.
James says, show me your nails.
Boggy says, do is even funny. I agree. Olivia says, see, I am desirable. And says, let me see your fingies. Jane says, let me see your fingernails. Lotus says, yeah, but doesn't the tail
Jane loves them
all? Jane loves them. Mimi said hi.
Hello, Mimi.
Karma says, what adds to it is if you asked me to paint fingernails, I couldn't say no. That's a lie. She bought the fingernail stuff, by the way. She looks at me before she leaves.
I guess because you were asking, so do not lean back in my chair. They're plastic. They'll break.
Listen here, woman. Olivia says, they're so good. Okay, I'm not mad at Justin. You should like Carmen. She's the one that did them. I painted one of her finger, like her thumb. I ain't made for that. J87 said, hey Kitty, I'm back. J87 says, it still says you're online in a game at Kitty. Is that accurate?
BB says, do you speak Arabic? I do not. We got it set up so it translates to English.
You do? Oh, cool. Oh, that's probably...
We have to go on and translate it. I mean,
Carmen says next time it's going to be a face mask. I'd be alright with that, though. She's supposed to do my eyebrows. I don't really need my eyebrows done. She gets pissed off because my eyebrows and eyelashes are perfect. Hers aren't, though. Kitty says, shush, JH7. What is that?
let's see.
What bug is that thing? We got 6 minutes. What's that bug?
I don't know. It looks like a, what do you call him, Scorpio? Yeah, I know it ain't, but.
JH7. Oh, he's dead now. JH7 said, Kitty about to hiss at me back. Lol. Olivia says that means he is a good man, Carmen. He gave up before the fight began. Kitty says, I watched live and shush JH7. Lotus says, I think he needs a full makeover. Kitty says, lol. I let her do my mascara the other week. It felt really weird. Because you can't feel it on your face, but you can see how people are looking at you. It's like, I swear to God, I'm not gay.
Well,
Why?
You got an iPhone. Your girlfriend's best friend's gay, and he likes you.
Oh, dude. Golly gee. Olivia says, I have to hire a crew to take Boggy down just to clean his hands. All. Olivia says, you're gay, buddy. Just accept it. Olivia says, LMAO, that's true. I've done a full makeup on him, and all face mask is the one thing left on my list. Carmen says, Brady asked about you a bit ago, FYI. God, I hate that guy.
Oh, Justin.
God, he talks like that.
Justin.
You want,
I like oh, Justina. Justina.
God. He might be looking at this line and be like, sorry, that's me. Kitty says, lol.
He knew about the live and you were doing it today. Ooh, doggies.
B says, sup, boss. I'm not coming in tomorrow. I'm stuck in Ohio with some lot lizards.
That's fine, B. Just take the rest of the week off. We don't need you. Go ahead. Don't even bother. But I put a little extra in your paycheck, though. Just to, because I don't want you to. I don't want in case you catch something from that lot lizard, you can go get you some medicine.
Olivia says, aha, he even has a gay man's phone too. It only gets better. Lotus says, just well. B says, lol. Jane says, wait. Nukem Garage. He wears black polish all the time.
Yeah, he does.
Soldier of God said, hey, just want to remind you, God, and I love you.
That's right. Thank you, Soldier of God.
B says, appreciate you. Jane says, what? Who's B? B?
I don't know, but he's not coming into work today. He's hooked up with some lot lizard.
JH7 says, Kitty is watching live during work hours. LMAO, meow. Kitty says, hey,
B says, who's Jane?
Olivia says, hey, boss, can I have the day off?
Jane's Tarzan's wife.
Nah, Olivia, you get paid too less to get the day off. You're like SpongeBob. You get a dime a year.
You're a lot lizard.
Olivia says, bro is Boggy with his truck bunnies full. Oh, good lord. Jacob says, hello, brothers. I'm new here. I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you, bro. Hello, Jacob.
Nice to meet you, Jacob.
I would ask where you're from, but that's a little bit weird. He doesn't know about our little pin thing.
Come on, that was funny. I think Jacob's been in before, I think. No,
this is a little bit different one, I think. Oh, somebody got deleted. Jane says, hey, Jacob, sub to our party.
Yes.
Olivia says, where are you from, Jacob?
See, she don't mind asking.
She
It's
don't
not
mind
weird
saying
for her
no.
to ask.
I know.
Jacob said, I'm from my mama.
Thanks. Katie says, hey, Jacob. Who took my #1 spot, by the way? Mimi says, your friend looks like Jack Baker. Who's that?
I have no idea. He must be a good looking guy.
God, I hope.
All right, everybody. Libby says, not me. All right, everybody. It's getting close to time. Real.
AZ. Is that, what's that AZ mean?
Arizona.
Arizona, bet that. I know where Arizona is.
Matter of fact, we'll see if we can look it up on the world map. Put your pin in there. It's getting real close to Daryl's live. I'm going to end it here. And how about everybody jumping over on Daryl Metal Art Customs premiere and continue to talk there. I don't know if Justin's going to watch it or if he's going home. I do have to watch a video. I will have it on for him. But everybody have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. Remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all. Good night.
Hey, Jacob, subscribe.
All right. Thank you, Jacob.